So I'm in the hospital. So I'm in the hospital. As you can see, I'm waiting for a bed to get me out of the ER. I'm finally not crying or shaking from pain. So I just wanted to come with this update. I cannot believe this is happening right now. So it is day 3 of Carnaval and I'm not going outside today. Somebody stole my phone last night. Well, honestly, that's not even the reason. I wasn't coming out today even before that happened, just because I was out for 2 nights in a row in crazy crowds of people. You could barely move, you can barely walk. People will be bumping into you, pushing, pulling. And then last night on the way back from the club, this person grabbed my phone. So then he started running. The guy that I was with, my friend TJ, he started chasing the guy. And I was like, no, TJ, stop. So the guy that stole my phone wasn't by himself. It had to be a small group or maybe just those 2. But he tripped TJ. TJ fell and they got away. And then, you know how hindsight be 2020. I'm like, I should have kneed him in the balls. I should have headbutted him. Just be thinking about all the things I could have, should have, would have done. But when you travel to places like this and you go on the State Department website, they tell you there's a high risk of crime, a high risk of robbery. If anything happens, if anybody tries to rob you, do not physically try to stop them. And that popped in my head, but at the same time, I was like, I know this nigga not trying to take my phone. And he did. Obviously, I'm upset and annoyed at the audacity of the situation and the fact that I'm inconvenienced by not having a phone for a few days. And they're not gonna ship my phone until Monday. And then my mail service will have to forward it to me here. And I don't know how long that's really gonna take. I'll probably be without a phone for maybe a week and a half. The thing I'm most upset about is the content that I had in my phone from last night that wasn't backed up to the cloud. And the club that we were at, it was like right over the parades. So I was on a balcony basically, and I had such good views of the crowd, the parade floats with the performers. And there was one particular performance with like these African drums that was so amazing. And I had a perfect view. Nobody was standing in front of me or anything. Salty's a good word for it. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm a little salty about that. But everything's gonna work out. And then these cops be so rude, so aggressive. They will use their batons to move you out of their way when they're trying to walk past. They don't say anything, they don't make any noise. You're just supposed to know that they're walking up behind you and you need to move. Any other time you see a bunch of cops everywhere. There was no cops around when that happened. Obviously they have a lookout that's like, all right, you good, you can rob somebody now. So overall, I'm really grateful. I'm grateful that we didn't get hurt. I'm grateful that I have insurance on my phone and it will be replaced in a matter of however many days. I have this magnetic wallet that sticks to the back of my phone that I'm grateful that my cards weren't on the back of the phone. I'm grateful that I can take some time away from my phone because I've really been needing that, because I get so caught up in scrolling on social media. I've been detoxing from meat, dairy, sugar, coffee, alcohol, weed, nicotine. I gave up a whole lot of stuff, but that phone really has a hold on me. So while I don't have the phone, I'm gonna tell y'all my goals while I don't have the phone. I'm going to edit my videos for Peru, Bogota, and Cartagena, Colombia, Honduras, El Salvador, and now Salvador. I'm gonna catch up to my trips for you guys so that I can start putting out a video every week what I did in the previous week.
They're admitting me because they want to make sure that I don't have an infectious disease. I haven't ruled out scabies, but there's also been a mention of shingles. But I'm in a good hospital. They're taking care of me.
Okay, so I'm in my room. I'm not about to tell them I'm lactose intolerant because that usually messes all the meals up, and then they're gonna be giving me some nasty vegan food. I'll eat my yogurt and shut up. I have faith that they're gonna bring me some kind of dinner as well. They're trying to stress me about my insurance. I told them I have 2 forms of insurance. One of them is gonna pay. And what one don't pay, the other one's gonna pick up the slack. And after that point, bill me. Just bill me, baby. I'm good for it. I think Brazil owes me this one. But the Benadryl really helped. Nothing like the drip. Let's see what they're talking about for some pain medicine too. Yeah, that's me. Logging in the hospital bed. Like, I know one of these doctors is gonna look at me crazy when they see this camera, but baby, everything is content, everything is content. Am I right? I might be a little delusional from Benadryl. It's better than crying though, because I was in that first room boo-hoo crying when they left me by myself, because I've never had to stay in the hospital overnight, and I'm not trying to start now. I'm trying to go home, all the way home. I don't got time for this. I'm gonna be devastated if they tell me it's shingles, but that would make a lot more sense of why I'm feeling itchy ass pain, and also why it spread like that. It spread like wildfire. So hopefully they can inject me with some medicine for that too. Give me some pain medicine and send me on my way. Cause girl, I would love to be on a plane tomorrow up out of this bitch. So I came to the hospital because I was okay, but I was in my room and that shit just started burning so bad. Like, I was rocking, I was shaking, I was standing in front of the fan, I took a cold shower. When I was in that shower, I was thinking like, I would rather die than deal with this another day. Y'all my only friend at this point because I don't have a phone. This has been the longest trip ever. I think this is day 12. Got my phone stolen on day 3. That thing better get here tomorrow or else, because I have to go home. I have to. And the hospital people are so nice, even though I don't speak Portuguese, but honestly, truly, this is gonna be where I learn this shit at. Okay? I'm talking to more people here than I talked to all week. I really can't believe this is happening to me. I got my name up on my wall in the hospital. And then there's the physical aspect of it. Like, I'm not trying to be vain, but my skin is beautiful and it is completely toe up from the flow up. Look at this. Like, oh my God, it's embarrassing. I feel like a leper. Child, this ain't scabies. And I done bought all that stuff, did all that stuff, washing sheets every day. Yesterday I washed my sheets by hand. Today I found a laundromat and I washed my sheets. I washed every article of clothing, any bags that were washable, everything. Oh my God. But I mean, I'm glad I did that so I don't have to go home and do laundry in Atlanta looking like this. Cause these people out here are staring at me, but they're more polite with it. Somebody in Atlanta will be like, damn, shawty, what happened to you? You got that shit. That thought even crossed my mind too. Like, bitch, is this HIV breaking out? Herpes? Well, I know varicella is a form of herpes, but I never had the chicken pox. I was vaccinated as a child, of course. And then when I joined the Navy, boosted it. Girl, I hope they could boost that motherfucker right now. I want my mama. I don't say that often, but I want my mommy here with me now. I think that's it for now. I will come back when I have a reason to. Bye.
now, welcome back to America. So today is February 28th. It is a Wednesday. I've been back in Atlanta since Friday, and I just wanted to give a couple updates now that I'm back home. I was released from the hospital on Thursday at 11:11 a.m. They walked me downstairs. I thought I was out the door, ready to go. And they were like, oh, we need you to come to this financial office because your travel insurance has not authorized the payment. So I'm like, what? I really thought all of that was done before they gave me a bed. So I ended up sitting in that office with that lady for almost 7 hours. I left after 5 p.m. That's how long it took to get in touch with my travel insurance because I didn't have a phone. The hospital's phone could not dial international numbers. So I basically had to sit there and wait, emailing them, and I had my mom call them. And they finally authorized the payment like minutes before I was gonna have to swipe my card for $3,000. So they paid that. I went to my room and I looked up the next flight out and it was at 3:45 in the morning. And so I took it. I got to Rio around 6 a.m. and I left Rio at 9 a.m. and I was in Atlanta by 5 p.m. rush hour. It feels really good just to be home. I never knew I could miss Atlanta this much. The traffic and all, I'll take it. I'm really glad to be back. I know I sound kind of stuffy and I've honestly been eating so much sugar. I need to get back on my better eating habits that I had before I went in the hospital. So I'm gonna work on that. I gave myself a week to eat all the chicken and stuff that I wanted to eat because I am in Atlanta. My official diagnosis from the doctor really wasn't too official. They said that I had dermatitis and possible varicella with complications. That was their official diagnosis. I still want to go see my own doctor and a dermatologist, but my doctor is out of the office for the whole week, which happens every time that I have a medical issue that I need to talk to him about. That's the VA in Atlanta. So in the meantime, I have been just trying to keep my skin moisturized. It has made scabs that are starting to peel, and it's really not a pretty situation. I guess I will show you guys. Okay, so luckily it didn't spread too far on my face. There's some little pink dots here and very small little things there. You can see some on my neck, but my arms and legs really got the worst of it. You can see like black, those are the scabs that are gonna end up peeling off. This is like one of the worst spots that I have. There's a bigger and worse one on my leg, both of my legs actually. But this is what we're working with. It's like really peely. And yeah, it looks so crazy and pink. But that's like all the way, just spotted all the way up to my shoulders and like the top of my back. Bought a few products just while I wait to get that dermatologist referral from my doctor. I've actually had this for a while, but I pulled it out the storage. It is a 2-in-1 turmeric, pumpkin turmeric mask. Sunscreen for my face. It's F60. It's from La Roche-Posay, which is supposed to be a really good brand. It better be because I paid like $30 for this. And it's oil free, so it won't break my skin out with acne. And then a PM facial moisturizing lotion from CeraVe. Had to get the OG cocoa butter in the tube. It just feels like nostalgia. It used to work when I was a little girl, skin in my knees. So we're just going to be applying that. I also got this body wash from Shea Moisture. It is a black soap soothing body wash for troubled dry skin. I like this because it lathers really well, and I know I'm not really using a washcloth or my African scrubbing net just because I don't want to scrub scabs off. I want to let them
fall off on their own. So this is good. That to wash. And then for my body, I got this Black Girl sunscreen, SPF 50, and bio oil. I've always heard really good things about this for fading scars and stretch marks and things of that nature. I'm gonna just be putting this everywhere to help keep it moisturized and to put all of those good herbs and minerals. So yeah, those are the products that I got. I spent, we'll say I spent $100 on all this stuff. Got some Neosporin, which I'm probably gonna stop using once everything scabs off. And I got this Jergens deep conditioning shea and cocoa butter blend. Honestly, it don't feel all that super conditioning. I got it. So I don't know how many of these products I'm gonna consistently use. Definitely the sunscreen products and the bio oil and the liquid black soap will be in my routine for the unforeseeable future. I will be documenting my healing process to see what works for me that might work for other people that have similar issues. So after receiving my diagnosis and thinking about what I was doing with my skin at the time that it started to break out, I honestly believe that the dermatitis, which is like allergic skin reaction, was caused by this soap. So I had a bar of Loopy soap. It's like that deodorant brand that we always see where they be like, well, why would you want to wash your ass when you can just put this and not stink, right? So I had ordered a package from them a while back. It was like some deodorants and the soap, but the soap was just sitting in my storage. So for some reason, I used that soap in Brazil, fresh out the package and everything, and I'm pretty sure that that's what made the initial itchy reaction start. So after that, next day when I woke up and saw the rash, called a Videochat doctor in Brazil, and basically I didn't have transportation due to not having a phone, not being able to get Uber. I didn't want to go to a hospital. I figured I could just talk to somebody on Videochat and show them what was going on and tell them my symptoms. So that's what I did, and unfortunately I was misdiagnosed with scabies. And the prescription that I was given for that is what really started the chain reaction of my skin reacting and overreacting. And then I was putting like rubbing alcohol and apple cider vinegar on my skin, trying to kill the scabies that were not existent. So of course my skin was already sensitive and irritated. Putting that burning chemicals on my skin caused me to have like chemical burns. So mind you, I'm coming up with all of this just from my own speculation and my own logic, but hopefully I'll be able to talk to a dermatologist in the next week or two to see what they think and what they advise I should do going forward. And hopefully they will prescribe me some things so I can stop paying out of pocket for products. I still do not have a phone. My friend let me borrow one of her old iPhones, but my replacement iPhone is still stuck in customs basically in Sao Paulo, Brazil, which is a different state than where I was. And when I track the phone, it says that they need more information and it gives me a link. The link does not work. What I have done is put in a complaint ticket and I just have to wait for them to respond. Hopefully at that point they will just send the phone back to me, return to sender, because I didn't realize that they charge a 60% import tax on anything that is mailed into Brazil. So they would have wanted me to pay the $600 to receive the phone from them after I already paid $250 for the replacement and $100 for the shipping. I could have just bought a brand new phone and just called it a day. In hindsight, once my phone got stolen, I would have just flown back to the States and got my replacement and then just planned the rest of my trip from there. Would have saved me a lot of trouble and money and hospitalization. But people are asking me, am I saying that they shouldn't go to Brazil? And that's not what I'm saying at all. I would never say that. I had a bad experience, and the experiences that I had can happen anywhere to anybody. You know, people get robbed every day. People have allergic reactions every day. It was just such an unfortunate series of events. And for it to be happening to me when I was alone, most of it, when I was alone, not speaking the language, it just made me have a terrible time. Brazil as a country was beautiful. The people were very helpful, besides the one that stole my shit. I had friends that were there, the ones that I went to Carnaval with, and also friends that went to different parts of Brazil during that same time period. Everybody had a great time. They got their entire lives. So I think that that's what you can expect if you're gonna go to Brazil, but also just be careful, be mindful, and be vigilant. Because as much as I travel, it's like, it's one of those things that I know this and I know that, but I was not practicing the knowledge that I knew about having my phone in my hand walking through large crowds. As far as my future travel plans, I'm kind of just taking a moment to heal and regroup and recoup. I need to make some money before I can think about going anywhere outside of the country. I do want to get back into my van and go explore some more of the states. I've been to all 50 states, but I haven't seen everything. I haven't been to all the national parks. So I'm thinking about doing that. I'm thinking about volunteering at a hostel or a farm to get some new experiences, learn some new things, and that comes with free room and board. But as far as international travel goes, my next planned trip is in May. I'm going to Cancun in Jamaica. So I don't know if that will be my next trip. Knowing me, I'm gonna end up getting over this little fear and just get back out there. As far as my next videos, I have been working on my Bogota video. So it's gonna be Bogota, Cartagena, Honduras, El Salvador, Panama. And this was Salvador, Bahia, Brazil. A little early, but the people wanted to know where I've been, what's been going on, why I haven't been posting on Instagram or TikTok. Hopefully I answered all your questions, and I'm going to finish up this video so I can post it tomorrow, which makes 1 week of being back in the States and being with my cats. So with that said, Peru, Colombia, Honduras, and El Salvador is coming at ya like Cleopatra. Okay. All right, well, I'm gonna get back to my hammock and this breeze, and y'all will be seeing a lot more of me coming up very soon. Thanks for watching. Love you.